Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the 305 sprint cars here at Eldora. We had a pretty good time here in practice. Hopefully we can keep up that speed in qualifying, because qualifying is going to mean a ton in this race. Because the top is a little bit worn out, the bottom's not worn out really at all, so you can just run the bottom. We'll probably move up through the race to the middle, but I'm going to try to focus here in qualifying real quick. I'm going to run the top side for lap 1, and then I'll run the bottom for lap 2 to have as much speed as I can going into that lap. And just burn a little bit more fuel out of the car, which might help, might not, I don't know. Try to hit these marks here, trying not to get too sideways off of turn 4 either. Burn all the way down. Get as low as we can. Don't get sideways. I was a little sideways there. That probably won't be good. It won't be as low of a 7, I think. It'll probably be like a more mid 7 at that point. And 712. Okay, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse. I thought it was going to be like a 740, 750, something like that, with us sliding through turn 1 a little bit. But it wasn't too bad. That's the main thing, though. You got to keep your car as straight as you can, not burn the speed off. And the 6 car got into the 6s. Nice. Fastest I've ran here so far is a 625. But that was also after like a whole 25 lap run. So all the fuel was burnt off, and I ran the top to get like a 1 fast lap there at the end of a practice to see what I could get out of it. But so far we're second. Hopefully we can hold on to that or fall back to third at the worst. But I'll pick it up and we'll get ready to go green. Alright, well, we stay in second, which isn't too bad, I should say. Hopefully we can get singled out pretty quick, so I don't get just plowed by on the bottom. That's the main worry, starting on the outside with like just a fast track along the bottom. You don't want to get just pushed out of the way and just get ran over by other people, basically. So hopefully we can have a pretty good race here. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I think the next race I'm going to end up doing is the street stocks that are at Charlotte. I believe they're at Charlotte. I think I saw earlier they're at Charlotte. So that seems like a lot of fun. I know that the limiteds are at Limaland, but for some reason, like, I like running that track, but I don't like running the track at the same time. Like, it's a very love-hate relationship with Limaland with me. I don't know why. It's just a very odd track. Like, I enjoy racing it, but actually racing it, it's worse to me sometimes. Like, I like to practice the track and stuff with some other people, but once you get into a race setting, it just seems like all hell breaks loose, and it's just not as fun in the race setting. I don't know why. But let's focus up on this race here. Hopefully we can get a good jump with the 6 car on their inside. Somebody is just pushing the bottom lane. Like 3 cars got hit together, it looks like. Somebody was probably just sitting there holding the gas pedal until...
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Might have thought he was in neutral also, and just like revving it, and then the last person joined up, and you're in first gear. There's no neutral in these things. That might have been what happened, but a few people might have gotten a 2x from that, which absolutely sucks for them. Some people might have gotten damage as well, which really sucks for them. I'm gonna try to stick like right on this grip lane basically while we're on the outside. Hopefully we can get singled out and get behind the leader. If not, get a good enough run, stay on his outside, and maybe try to pass him. I don't know how well that'll work, but we'll try it out. I'm assuming he's going to go pretty quick from when the pace truck goes in. Just got to pay attention for that with him on my left. Try to react as quick as we can. Just need to get a good start here, though. That's the main thing. He wants to push me up the track, it seems like. I am not wanting to let that happen. Had a decent jump, but so did the 2. Behind that, nobody really got a good jump after that. But I'm going to try to stick in the second lane, get that grip, and just go. Because on the bottom lane, they're going to have to slide up off the corner to be fast. And if I can stick to their outside, they'll have to turn a little bit harder. But I do think the outside's going to be the place to pass at through the race. But if we can get singled out, that'd be great.
Clear.
Just kind of pinching the 2 down so he can't get like a great run off. I kind of bobbled there going into the corner. 6 car is kind of pulling away, which is not what we need, but it's because we're side by side back here. That's going to happen. This guy would have to throw a slider to really get by us, but these cars don't have too much horsepower to do that. Oh god, he's doing it. He was going to run straight into the front of me. I did not have the angle to try to do a crossover when that happened either. Because when you're side by side with somebody in these cars, like, they don't have too much horsepower. You're basically full throttle the whole time. It's hard to throw sliders and stuff like that.
Clear. Inside. Looks clear, clear, clear.
Trying to keep it as clean as possible as well.
Clear. Attaboy. Go get him, man. Clear low. Inside.
Thought he was about to throw it as well. It's really hard to throw a slider in these cars.
Outside. Clear outside.
Got way too sideways in the slick there. That hurt a lot. That hurt the speed of the car.
Clear high.
Yeah, it's very sideways down there. I don't know how that, well, it makes sense. There's less laps on the bottom at that point, but now I'm stuck down here and it's super sideways.
Clear high.
Definitely need to stay in this grip lane now. It's so much easier to handle the car when you got a lot of grip rather than trying to run that bottom, like the super bottom. You might be able to get all the way down there by the wall, to be honest, when you're like a single car by yourself. In 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is a lot harder for sure. I'm gonna try to see if I can get all the way down here. Yeah, you can definitely get down there. You have to have a straight line coming up off the corner though, is the main thing. If you're side by side with somebody, you'll probably be a little slower. Because there's definitely a bigger lane down here in 1 and 2 than there is in 3 and 4. The 2 car is really throwing like a slider line through 3 and 4 and being pretty fast with it, it seems like. Very interesting. Oh, I went too high into that corner. Slid a little bit too much from what I needed to. Yeah, 2 cars like just running straight along the bottom and then sliding up. That didn't work very well though. This track wore off really odd to me. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like almost 2 lanes. Got wore off at the same time. Very awkward. I just want to try to keep the momentum up in the car right now, though. But I feel like when I run the bottom, I just slide a little bit too much, and I don't want to do that. Try to preserve what we can. Start on the outside was tough, though, for sure, because the bottom had a little bit more grip to start with. We already only got 10 laps left. Very quick race, only 25 laps, no cautions, so definitely don't want to get tangled up in anything either. 2 cars catching the leader, though, with his line. It's a very weird line, but he's very fast with it. He was really fast in practice, and it seemed like he messed up his qualifying a little bit, so he started in 3rd instead of 2nd or 1st. I thought the 2 was going to end up getting the pole until the 6 got it, and then the 2 still had to run, so I thought I was going to fall back to 3rd, but we did not. So either the 2 messed up his qualifying a little bit, or kind of knew the speed he needed to be in 3rd. Because 3rd kind of paid off better, being along the bottom. Everybody's pretty much running this outside now. This track gets very single filed out with these cars. These and the limited late models, but the limited late models don't usually tear up the track as bad as these do. Sprint cars always tear up a track a lot more, it seems like. But that makes it a lot more fun and challenging, trying to chase the track around.
Coming to 5 to go.
Guy behind me is definitely catching me. We're running the same line. He goes low. I'm not going to be able to complete it there. I thought he was going to try to slide up anyways.
Clear, clear, clear.
He's got a guy that is outside still.
Working the bottom.
Oh, I'm in the wall. I'm stupid.
Clear low.
That was a good slider.
Outside. Clear.
Try to stick way on the bottom for 1 and 2.
Outside. clear. High.
Try to slide up like he did. That seems to work in 3 and 4 pretty well.
2 more laps. 2 more hard ones now. Working the bottom.
He's gonna slide both of us almost.
Man, looking good. Inside.
3 and 4, you definitely get a little bit more leeway with throwing it. It seems like.
Wake up, baby. I got white flag. Inside.
Very tight racing though. It's a lot of fun.
Clear. Inside. You're clear. Inside. You're clear.
I want to try to go real low here. See if I can make anything happen. No, I couldn't. Damn it.
Slow car on the top.
Good race. Oh geez, there's a guy upside down
Got a slow one.
to finish the race. Oh, there's another guy upside down. There's 2 guys upside down in the last lap. Damn, we fell all the way back to 5th. That sucks.
Good job, guys.
That was a tough race though. That was a lot of close, tough racing. That was a lot of fun.
All you guys. Good
3
job.
cars really fast there at the end too.
We had a really good race car off the truck. Thank you.
But we were running super tight there at the end. That was a lot of fun. Because the 3 car was catching us really fast there, running that outside lane. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just got a little lower than he did, and he was getting more of that grip, it seemed like. But he was very fast through 1 and 2 especially. I think I might have just been like cutting it down a little early. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't keeping my car as straight. He went real low there. Thought he was going to throw the slider. He didn't completely. But 3 and 4 definitely was the place to throw the slider. 1 and 2, you could really hook the very bottom and still be pretty fast. But 3 and 4 definitely was the spot to throw the slider. Like, easy to pull up right there. There's a lot of grip through the middle of the corner. Like, you could see, I go all the way to the bottom. Try to keep the grip instead of sliding up, and it actually worked out really well there. And then do the same thing back to where we go middle, have a lot of grip in the middle, and then just slowly slide up. He got a lot of speed off of 3 and 4 there, though. I thought he was going to throw the slider on both of us, but he didn't. I was kind of surprised by that. I think we barely touched there or something like that. I don't know. Oh, no, I think we barely touched here is what it was. Yeah, just barely. Didn't really affect either of us. It was just really tight, hard racing. That was a lot of fun. I was trying to, like, just cross him over here going into 3 and 4 because I thought he was going to try to slide up really quick. But I completely screwed it up. Really bad. Well, let's go back to the beginning, see how... Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That race was a lot of fun. 2 cars really fast. The bottom was just the place to be at the very beginning. Because you could see just the track was not worn out down there at all yet. So it was definitely very fast. The fast lane definitely was bottom to just coming up to the wall off the corner like the 6 was in the beginning. So the 2 was just trying to stay down there. He wasn't trying to slide up into me or anything. I was just trying to keep my momentum up and see if I could get by him, but unfortunately was not. I think when he finally went to go throw his slider, I thought he was going to hit my front left tire, and I just overreacted. Or I probably didn't overreact. I was trying not to get hit, so we didn't wreck. And that kind of made me go up the track a lot, and the 4 got around us as well. The same way, like just getting in front of us easily with me sliding up the track. Trying to see where it was. It wasn't too many laps into the race, though, but it was a lot of fun. It seemed like a pretty clean race. Yeah, right there. I wasn't expecting him to slide up because he went super low like normal, and I thought he was going to keep that down there. I don't know if he overreacted because he thought he was going to hit the wall and just slid up, but I had so much momentum I was going to run straight in the back of him, and I didn't want to let off and just get stuck behind him. I tried to go back around him on the outside, and the 4 just goes flying by us as well. I thought we were going to end up 3 wide here in this corner, but we weren't. I think the 4 got around me the same exact way. The bottom was still a little quicker at that point. And then by the time I went down there, the bottom was just so wore out, and I was not good at running it. Yeah, he threw a clean slider. Like, he was way in front of me at that point. Went super low, just slid up fine. I tried to cross him back over. I just didn't have the speed along the bottom at that point because I had a good crossover, and I didn't want to just slide right back up in front of him, and I stayed too high and got in the slick, which really hurt my speed a lot. But that was a fun race overall. We were car number 1, finished 5th. Let's go see what happened on that last lap with some people. I think it was like the 7 car or the 9. Oh, the 7 and the 9. They got tangled up on the going into the last lap. 7 car on the outside, 9 car on the inside. They just kind of get tangled up a little bit. Like, I think they're just going for the same spot on the track. I don't think either of them did anything too wrong, per se, because they were both just coming off the corner. 7 could have been a little bit higher coming off for sure, and I think a little bit of catching of the tires. like iRacing does, and it both wrecks them. Because the 9 could have been a little lower, 7 could have been a little higher. I think they're just going for the same spot in the track. I don't think anything was too malicious there at all. That's unfortunate. And then, who is that? Oh, Jesus, a few people got in that. I don't know what car got flipped there. The 8 car got flipped. The 11 ended up at a part of that. So that was a bad last lap for them. That was unfortunate. They didn't get flipped back over, and they finished way in the back from that because the 7 car was up in 7th. So he was fighting for 7th place at that point. So that was unfortunate overall. Fun race, though. Probably going to lose some iRating, unfortunately, because we're car number 1, finishing 5th out of 12. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. All right, results in. Strength of field was nearly 1,600, so a pretty low strength of field overall. 6 car had the fastest lap of the race. 2 car was definitely the fastest there at the end for sure. Like, he was just catching the leader over and over. He just could not get around him. It was super hard to pass. He had over 4,000 iRating, though. Nice. We lose 34, which is unfortunate, but that's all right. We had a fun race. Didn't really get the result we wanted out of that for where we started, because we started in 2nd, but the top was just so rough on us in the beginning, losing the 2 spots before we can even get to the bottom, and then the bottom was gone by that point, so that was unfortunate. And the 3 car was just very fast. Oh, I hit my middle mouse button. And the 3 car was just super fast there at the end. He was coming through the field pretty quickly. If he had a few more laps, he probably would have gotten around the 4 car as well, probably gotten up into 3rd place, but that was a fun race overall. That's the reason it was such a low strength of field. Like, 5th place was 1,800 almost. The 4 was mid 23s, and then the 5 was 18, and then after that, it like dropped off the last few cars, like 500, 600, 400. Jesus, that's why the strength of field was so low. But we lose a little bit of iRating. That's all right, though. Had a pretty competitive race, which I enjoy. Rather have a race like that than just blowing away from slower cars. I'd rather have a more competitive race like that. That's a lot of fun to me. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless with the results, but that was a lot of fun. Let me know if you guys ran this week and how your race went. Hopefully you guys got some wins, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.